Hey, I'm Brent. Thanks for joining me on this week's Steam Culture. We're talking about beignets. Now, I was in New Orleans several years ago and ate the beignets because I was told I had to, and they are super good if you've never had them. I got mine here in Louisville at the Fish House that specializes in these bad guys. So if you haven't had them, think of a funnel cake flavor covered in powdered sugar, which is totally awesome. Now, these go all the way back to the Roman days when they had this thing they would cook in like a dough cooked in boiling animal fat. They called it scriblita, but it's really, the beignet is a French pastry. Now, from the French, you know, they were making these things in, I guess, in Eastern Canada. They were forced to migrate when the British came over, pushed the French down. They ended up all the way in Louisiana. Instead of being known as Arcadians, as they were known in Canada, they became known as Cajuns, and that's how your Cajun folks came along.
Okay.
All right, so this is steam culture. Where does the steam come in? Well, what you have to know about French pastries is that there's two basic designs, if you will. One uses yeast as the rising agent, and the other uses steam as the rising agent. How about that? So what you have with a beignet or anything else that would be considered what's called a choux pastry, you see the spelling here from Kentucky, that's a choux pastry, but it's actually pronounced a choux. And a choux has a very, very, very high moisture content in the dough, so that when you bake this, or in the case of a beignet, you fry it, all the moisture actually boils out and creates this light, fluffy center that in a lot of cases actually leaves a hollow center that will be filled in some cases, when in the case of, say, an eclair, it will be filled with some kind of chocolate fancy cream or something like that. But that is all due to naturally occurring steam that is left on purpose in the dough to cook out. So you can go Google the beignet, the eclair, the choux pastry, however you want to say it. While you're out there, go get us and Google us, because there's content each and every week. Beignets covered here on Steam Culture. There's no other show doing that. Actually, there's no other show like Steam Culture. So just want to say that, a little self-plug there. Thanks for joining us this week. I will see you next Friday. I'm about to absolutely destroy these beignets, and you don't want to watch it.